one who first came up with this idea that I should write a book. In fact, he handed me a contract as well. And it's all thanks to him. That's why he's in my acknowledgements. He's the person that I call up. He's a dear friend, not my 3 a.m. friend, because his line is tied up with other women at that point. So, but yeah. Mr. Nandy, would you like to tell us a little more about this so-called contract, or the push towards writing a book?
Well, it was another publisher who I very strongly recommended that a competitive publisher.
Oh, at this point, we like to thank Penguin Random House so much.
And I said, this book will be a killer app for you guys. Just go and do this book. And I said it on the phone. In 24 hours of the contract, I tried to persuade her that she is wiser than I am. So she kind of looked at all the commas and punctual stops and threw it to her lawyer, her chartered accountant, and the man of the house, and whatever. And at the end, she chucked it out. Behind Chetan Bhagat and the Malayalam Manorama yearbook in one of the bestseller lists. So I thought I'd ask her how she copes with these kind of minor disasters. As much as in her writing and in her book, she is devastatingly wholesome. So I want to ask her how she manages to stay so wholesome.
Am I like an atta product which is wholesome and healthy? I mean, no, there's nothing wholesome.
No, there's nothing remarkable, even remotely, nothing. It's charming. It's always wonderful. It's a great experience reading her, because when you read her, you come away saying, hey, that was fun. And you're not having fun the way you normally have fun, by being mean, vicious, the usual stuff that we celebrate in this country, particularly in the media.
The man of the house says, I really wish you were this woman in the book who's always so calm and collected. And I tell him that I probably have to join Baba Ramdev and do 4,000 Kapal Bhatis a day to be that calm. So I'm not really as cool and collected as Mrs. Funny Bones, but she's the woman I want to be. Let's put it that way.
Tell me, most of your articles are somewhat time-tagged. Yeah. Is that a literary device, or do you really live your life like that?
I'm a mom and I have a couple of jobs, so time is a major factor. And the second thing is, I want to say many things without boring people. And how do I tie up those bits together? That's why I came up with a time schedule, so that I can, put it all together without using extra sentences to connect each bit. Because I could start a column with, my Desi Jeeves coming and spraying deodorant on my flowers instead of water spray, and then end up with Hardik Patel and reserving seats for all the grade 8 moms. So I need to tie all of it up together.
Really? Or anyone. When you talk about a book, you talk about a book. You don't talk about a specific. When you talk about a person, you talk about such a generic definition of the person. My Kambalabai. There's never a specificity to the objects in your column and to the people in your column. Why is that? That's very curious literary device.
This Tuesday, you will be in the column as you, Mr. Nandy. Okay? So we'll put you there since you brought this up. I don't know. I guess I didn't want to call the man of the house by his name. The other, and I'm an Indian woman, we say Sunoji and all of that, so really that would have not worked. No, I don't call him Sunoji, but I just felt that people would be able to relate to it more if the names were not there. And, that's, I don't know, that's just something that I started with. It wasn't something I really thought all the way through. It worked.
There's no specificity even about the place. You say we are traveling. Which place? Where? The city?
But I get my point across, right? Without all these little
No, it's
things.
perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect. I'm just saying.
I mean, I
it's
have
a
other
unique
names.
literary device.
I have other names. I have stay free, sanitary napkins written right there. I mean, the things that we need to read are there. That's what we need to know.
Yeah, I'm surprised times lets that go by without asking for branding fees.
I'm not going to get into it again, pulling me there.
Do you really enjoy writing? Because if you don't, how do you manage to write a regular column?
No, I like it. I love it. It's taking over my practice of yoga. I'm there. I'm writing. Though I'm writing things which sort of revolve around my life, I'm removed from it in my brain. I'm absolutely separate. It's almost like being mindless because you're really present there. It's words and tying them up, and it sort of flows. So yeah, it's a form of, I would say, my yoga now. You do yoga as well.
I do yoga as well, and I write as a discipline. I can't confess. I can't say I enjoy it very much. Like I've been writing for long, but I can't do without it. That's the problem.
It's a discipline. I write every single day. I might write 4 lines, but I write every single day. Every morning by 7:30, I sit down and I write a little bit.
Do you read everything?
I read every day. Unfortunately.
Science fiction.
Science fiction. We actually bonded over Arthur C. Clarke, and he met him, so I was very fascinated. And then we decided we both like the mad comics, so we have a few reading habits. Apparently, I only read things that plump, pimply teenage boys read: science fiction, horror, zombie stories. Yeah.
So I'm a plump. She just described me. Plump, pimply teenage boy.
Be happy I call you teenage.